सबको सादर नमस्ते जी। टुडे इज मंडे, May 12th 2025। वुड स्टार्ट आवर सेशन ऑन संध्या उपासना एंड मंत्र स्वाध्याय। आप सभी लोगों का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है जो हमारे साथ जूम से या फिर सोशल मीडिया से कनेक्टेड है। हमारे आज के स्पीकर हैं आचार्य वरुण देव जी फ्रॉम सियाटल। नमस्ते आचार्य जी, आपका स्वागत है संध्या सेशन में। आप प्लीज संध्या से स्टार्ट करिए।
नमस्ते जी, धन्यवाद श्रीराज जी। सभी को सादर नमस्ते। सभी का आज के इस संध्या के सत्र में स्वागत है। आइए हम सभी मिलकर अपने भीतर अपने अंतःकरण को शुद्ध करते हुए, अपने अंतःकरण में सभी सांसारिक क्रियाकलापों को रोकते हुए, अपने चेतना को ऊर्ध्वगामी करते हुए, अंतर्मुखी करते हुए हम ईश्वर के सानिध्य में जाते हुए आज का यह वैदिक संध्या ब्रह्म यज्ञ का सत्र आरंभ करते हैं। मन में यह विश्वास, मन में यह भावना, यह संकल्प लेकर कि हम प्रत्येक दिन ईश्वर की उपस्थिति को अपने जीवन में अनुभव करें, जिससे कि ईश्वर हमें प्रत्यक्ष रूप से हमारे कर्मों में हमें प्रेरणा प्रदान करें, हमारे विचारों में हमें प्रेरित करें, हमारी भावनाओं में ईश्वर सदैव बने रहें। इसी प्रार्थना और भाव के साथ हम आरंभ करते हैं ब्रह्म यज्ञ अथ ब्रह्म यज्ञ। 3 बार लंबा गहरा श्वास लेकर ओम की ध्वनि का उच्चारण करेंगे। स्थिर सुखपूर्वक आसन को ग्रहण कर लें, नेत्रों को बंद रखें एवं प्राणों की श्वास प्रश्वास की गति को सामान्य चलने दें। लंबा गहरा श्वास लीजिए। ओम। 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 वः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शन्नो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये संयोरभिस्रवन्तु नः। ॐ वाक् वाक्, ॐ प्राणः प्राणः, ॐ चक्षुः चक्षुः, ॐ श्रोत्रं श्रोत्रम्, ॐ नाभिः, ॐ हृदयम्, ॐ कण्ठः, ॐ शिरः, ॐ बाहुभ्यां यशोबलम्, ॐ करतलकरपृष्ठे, ॐ भुः पुनातु शिरसि, ॐ भुवः पुनातु नेत्रयोः, ॐ स्वः पुनातु कण्ठे, ॐ महः पुनातु हृदये, ॐ जनः पुनातु नाभ्याम्, ॐ तपः पुनातु पादयोः, ॐ सत्यं पुनातु पुनश्चिरसि। ॐ खं ब्रह्म पुनातु सर्वत्र। ॐ भुः ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ महः ॐ जनः ॐ तपः ॐ सत्यम्। ॐ ऋतं च सत्यं चाभिद्धात् तपसोऽध्यजायत। ततो रात्र्यजायत ततः समुद्रो अर्णवः। ॐ समुद्रादर्णवादधि संवत्सरो अजायत। अहोरात्राणि विदधद्विश्वस्य मिषतो वशी। ॐ सूर्याचन्द्रमसौ धाता यथा पूर्वमकल्पयत्। दिवं च पृथिवीं चान्तरिक्षमथो स्वः। ॐ शन्नो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये। शंयोरभिस्रवन्तु नः। ॐ प्राचीदिगग्निरधिपतिरसितो रक्षितादित्या ईशवः। तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम ईशुभ्यो नमएभ्यो अस्तु। योऽस्मान्द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः। ॐ दक्षिणादिगिन्द्रोऽधिपतिस्थिरश्चिराजीरक्षिता पितर ईशवः। तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम ईशुभ्यो नमएभ्यो अस्तु। योऽस्मान्द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः। ॐ प्रतीचीदिग्वरुणोऽधिपतिः प्रीदाकुरक्षितान्नमीशवः। तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम ईशुभ्यो नमएभ्यो अस्तु। योऽस्मान्द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः। ॐ उदीचीदिक्सोमोऽधिपतिः स्वजो रक्षिता शनिरिषवः। तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम ईशुभ्यो नमएभ्यो अस्तु। योऽस्मान्द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः। ॐ ध्रुवादिग्विष्णुरधिपतिः कल्माषग्रीवो रक्षिता वीरुध ईशवः। तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम ईशुभ्यो नमएभ्यो अस्तु। योऽस्मान्द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः। ॐ ऊर्ध्वादिग्बृहस्पतिरधिपतिः श्वित्रो रक्षिता वर्षमीशवः। तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम ईशुभ्यो नमएभ्यो अस्तु। योऽस्मान्द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ तमसस्परिस्वाह पश्यन्त उत्तरम् देवं देवत्रा सूर्यमगन्मज्योतिरुत्तमम् ॐ उदित्यं जातवेदसं देवं वहन्ति केतवः दृशे विश्वाय सूर्यम् ॐ चित्रं देवानामुदगादनीकं चक्षुर्मित्रस्य वरुणस्याग्नेः आप्राद्या वा पृथिवी अन्तरिक्षं सूर्य आत्मा जगतस्तस्थुषश्च स्वाहा ॐ तच्चक्षुर्देवहितं पुरस्ताच्छुक्रमुच्चरत् पश्येम शरदः शतं जीवेम शरदः शतं शृणुयाम शरदः शतं प्रब्रवाम शरदः शतमदीनाः स्याम शरदः शतम् भूयश्च शरदः शतात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् हे ईश्वर दयानिधे भवत्कृपयानेन जपोपासनादिकर्मणा धर्मार्थकाममोक्षाणां सद्यः सिद्धिर्भवेन्नः ॐ नमः शम्भवाय च मयो भवाय च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। In our mantra Swadhyaya series of Aaryabhivinaya Granth, which is one of the magnificent gift to all the Aryas from Maharshi Dayanandji, who devotionally interpreted these mantras for enhancing our devotion, for uplifting our relation with Parmeshwar, for deepening and intensifying our personal connection with divine consciousness. And today, last time in the last session, it was Prarthana, Vishay, 47th mantra. We did Swadhyaya. Today we will do, which is Mool Stuti mantra and 48th mantra of Prathama Prakash. And this mantra is also very wonderful and heartfelt admiration and adoration of the divine. Maharshi Dayanandji rightly said that why should we do stuti? So the answer is, we should do stuti, we should admire, adore the divine in order to be close to him. Because when we know the attributes of something, only then truly we aspire to be near to that. For example, if someone tells you that if you eat some vegetable or fruit which will be very helpful and which is tasty, and you will never feel that taste in any kind of food in this whole world. So what will happen naturally and spontaneously in ourselves? That curiosity, that urge to have that taste in our life. So the same way, Vedas, the Vedvani of Parameshwar, eternal Vedvani, Nitya Vedvani, is teaching us time and again and again, that how is the Swarup of Parameshwar, how is he? So that more and more we get attracted, so that we have the Preeti, that Snehi with Parameshwar, that attraction towards him, that benevolence in our heart towards the Supreme Consciousness. So let's do again today this wonderful stuti of Paramatma through this mantra, and with the wonderful, deep, devotional, with full of Shraddha and Bhakti, this interpretation, this Vyakhyan by Maharshi Dayanand Ji. So the mantra is Om Devo Devaanamasi Mitro Adbhuto Vasurvasuunamasi Charuradhvare Sharmantsyama Tava Prathastame-GNE SAKHYE VAYAM TAVA. So this is 48th mantra of Pratham Prakash. Ashtak first, Adhyay 6th, but 32nd Varg, and mantra is 3rd. Mandal first, Sukta 94, mantra Sankhya is 13th. So let's move towards the Padarth, and then we will go to the Vyakhyan. So this mantra again, we can see clearly, is being addressed to Agni. We can see here, SPRATHASTAME-GNE, that Paramatma, that Agni, who is the first in everything, who is the leader, who is Nayak, who is the one who always shows the direction, who is omniscient. Basically, whenever we are addressing Parameshwar with this name Agni, we should remember that Agni means Jnanvan, that omniscient Sarvajya Swarup of Parameshwar, who has that, this is very particular. Even if we look at the physical Agni, the physical form of fire, whenever there is fire, there is Agni, there is no darkness. Darkness cannot be there. So the same way, when there is light of knowledge in our mind, the ignorance, the avidya cannot sustain there. It does not have that capacity to veil that fire of knowledge. So basically, this is the knowledge. And knowledge, we should also remember that knowledge, it has also two perspectives. The one is the knowledge which is indicating the vastu, that entity, that Parameshwar, that is Shabd, and Parameshwar himself, that is the real knowledge. So we have to move from this agam, from this shruti, from this shabd praman towards the pratyaksha praman. We have to experience Parameshwar in ourselves. If we have known in words that Parameshwar exists and how he is, how is the nature of Paramatma, when we are coming closer with that word knowledge, then our automatically we should strive in ourselves to attain, to experience, to feel that presence of Paramatma. That will be the fulfillment of studying, doing the Swadhyaya. If the Swadhyaya Kal is not converted into the Pravachan Kal, and if Pravachan Kal is not converted into the Vyavhar Kal, then what is the use of Swadhyaya Kal? So we should remember that whenever we are doing the study, Swadhyaya, self-study of any mantra, we should also try to practice it in our meditation. These are the, again and again, I am telling you, these are the treasure for a sadhak. This Aaryabhivinaya, all these mantras are selected by Maharshi himself in order to give us a clear guidance in our meditation. These are the meditative contemplations. We should not miss this if we really want to progress in spirituality. So, Hey Agne, Jnana Swarupa Paramatman, who is the embodiment of that divine supreme knowledge? Devo Devaanamasi, Devaha Devaanamasi. You are the Dev, means you are the Dev, God of all the gods. And we can understand this term in a different way also, as Maharshi Dayanand interpreted it. Dev is also the meaning of Dev. We should not consider this meaning that there are multiple gods. There is only one, but there are aspects of Parameshwar. There are different forces of Paramatma. Like Agni, if we look at the Agni, Agni radiates light, simultaneously radiating the heat. Both characteristic we can see in the fire, light and heat. So we should not confuse ourselves if we are talking. And also Dev means Vidwan. Ishwar is Parama Vidwan, the supreme embodiment of the highest, greatest, supreme wisdom. वो देवों के भी देव है. Then adbhutah mitrah asi. That Parameshwar is the Adbhut. Now we know this word very much, Adbhut. Whenever we are astonished by something, we say Adbhut. क्या सुंदर अद्भुत है, आश्चर्यचकित कर देने वाला, which astonish us. And there is a wonderful, if we remember that in Bhagavad Gita, Shlok 2.29, आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चिदेनम आश्चर्यवत् वदति तथैव चान्यः. आश्चर्यवत् चैनमन्यः शृणोति श्रुत्वाप्येनं वेद न चैव कश्चित्. That people look at the Parmeshwar with full of Acharya. They become, whenever this wonderful aspect of Parmeshwar, which always astonish all of us. So Paramatma is like that, full of Acharya, Adbhut, wonderful. And that Paramatma is Mitra of all the Vidwan, all the Shrestha, noble people. Then VASURVASOONAAMASI. Vasuhu Vasunaamasi. Vasunam Vasu Asi. That Ishwar is the Vasu of all the Vasupati. There is a word which came in the previous mantras, one of the mantras where we address Parmeshwar as Vasupati. Vasu means Basane Wale. Like this Prithvi is Vasu, where we are dwelling, residing. Prithvi, Jal, Agni, Vayu, Chandrama, these are Vasus. Soma, Surya, and Paramesh, they are all, these all Vasus, they are being contained and controlled by the Parameshwar. So that is why Ishwar is Vasuon ke bhi Vasu. Adhvare. This is very, one of the, another word for Yajna is Adhvar. Adhvaraha. So Adhvara, Dhvara is Hinsa. So the people who have this, some people give this very wrong examples that, oh, in the Vedic age, people used to offer the animals into the Yajna. So with this word, it is clear. If you want to give praman, adhvare, when there is no violence in the Yajna, in that Yajna, it is defining itself the word adhvare, adhvaraha. There is no violence. Dhvara, hinsa, adhvara, ahimsa. In that Yajna, charuhu, Ishwar is atyant, extremely shobhaiman. Ishwar is very much so beautiful, radiant in the Yajna, in that offering, in that noble action. And then Tava, in the second half of the mantra, Tava Sharmantsyaama, Tava आपकी अति विस्तीर्ण सुखदायक. So शर्मंत्स्याम तव, आपकी अत्यंत सुखदायक, जो विस्तीर्ण सुखदायक क्या है? What is that? Your vast extension, your virat, that bliss giving nature. Sakhye VAYAM SYAAMA. May we always remain firm and established in your friendship. Sakhye. There are two words in the first half of the word. There is a word Mitra, and now here Sakhya. Who is Mitra? If we look according to the Vyakaran, Mitra means the one who is affectionate to us, जो हमसे स्नेह करता है. That is called Mitra. Who is our hitkari, always thinking about our well-being. That is Mitra. And Sakhya means the one who is saman in some aspects with us. That is Sakhya. Ishwar is Chetan, we are Chetan. Ishwar is Nitya, we are Nitya. Ishwar is omniscient, we have limited knowledge, but the one of the characteristic of Atma is also Jnana, limited knowledge, limited Jnana. So Ishwar is our Sakhya. and Ma Rishama Vayam Tava. May we not suffer or be harmed in your friendship. So basically we can see in this mantra that we are also praying in the end of the concluding the mantra with the prayer, and in the beginning and in the middle we are doing stuti, admiring Parameshwar's nature, his divine consciousness, how is he. Only then we can do prayer. That is why very scientifically Maharshi Dayanand Ji, he in the beginning he gives Ishwar Stuti, then Prarthana and Upasana. These are the phases. Without Stuti of Parameshwar, we cannot do prayers directly. If we don't know about who to whom we are praying, how will we ask? How will we pray? How will we aspire? So we have to know to whom we are aspiring. Like a child knows that he is asking something from the father or mother, and he knows what they can give. He knows the capacity of the parents. So the same way, if we know the supreme infinite potential of Parameshwar, then we may aspire, we may pray to Paramatma according to our receptivity. What we can receive, how is our patra. If our patra, if our vessel, if our mind is not purified, then how can we able to sustain that divine consciousness to ask that bliss, that power, which is completely devoid of all the impurities. If we will try to do that, we will shatter. Why? Because if there is impurity in us, and if we are aspiring to the divine, to Parameshwar, then it will be very catastrophic if we are not able to purify first ourselves. We will make our life a blunder, a chaos. So first thing, that is why if we look at the pattern of Sandhya, in the beginning there is mantras for purification, for pacification. Without pacification and purification, we cannot proceed further. That is the way of progressing in sadhana, in meditation. First, we have to be completely free ourselves from all the mixture in ourselves, from any outward influences, and then we may start from that clean and completely impartial platform to take that flight towards the divine consciousness. So now I will just give you a brief summary in English, then we will move to the Vyakhyan given by Maharshi Dayanand. O Agni, Supreme Being, you are the Supreme Lord of all the scholars, noble people. You are a marvelous friend who always gives joy with astonishments. You are the essence of the Vasus, all the natural forces. And in this non-violent yaj, you shine with supreme beauty. May we remain firm in your vast bliss-giving friendship and never suffer under your protection. So now let's move towards the what Maharshi Dayanand Ji is describing. हे मनुष्यों, व्याख्यान, हे मनुष्यों, वह परमात्मा कैसा है जिसकी हम लोग स्तुति करें। हे अग्नि, परमेश्वर, आप देवः देवानामसि, देवो परम विद्वानों के भी देव परम विद्वान हो, तथा उनको परमानंद देने वाले हो, तथा अद्भुतः अत्यंत आश्चर्य रूप मित्र, सर्व सुखकारक, सबके सखा हो। वसुर्वसूनामसि, पृथिव्यादि वसुओं के भी वास कराने वाले हो, तथा अध्वरे ज्ञान आदि यज्ञ में चारुः अत्यंत शोभायमान और शोभा के देने वाले हो। हे अग्ने परमात्मन सर्व सप्रथस्तमे सख्ये शर्मन तव, आपके अति विस्तीर्ण आनंद स्वरूप सखाओं के कर्म में हम लोग श्याम स्थिर हों, जिससे सख्ये मां रिशामा वयम तव, हमको कभी दुख प्राप्त न हो और आपके अनुग्रह से हम लोग परस्पर अप्रीति युक्त कभी न हो। Now in English, O human beings, how is that supreme being like whom we should praise? O Agni, O Parameshwar, you are the Lord of even the greater divine beings, the supreme among the enlightened beings, and the bestower of supreme bliss. You are the most wonderful Adbhuta, the giver of all happiness and the friend of all. You are the abode of even the Vasus, elements like earth, and in the yajna of knowledge, you are the most radiant and the giver of radiance. O Agni, supreme soul, may we become established in your vast, blissful, and friendly actions, so that we may never experience sorrow and may never harbor mutual hatred under your grace. Let us always remain united and full of love. So here only one thing has to be noticed, and that is what Maharshi Dayanand is giving interpretation of yaj. Here is Jnana Adi Yaj. So basically, the one Dev Yaj we do with the dravya, with the substances like samagri, samidha, ghee, and different herbs. But here, what he is referring to, the yaj in the form of knowledge. That is also a yaj. When we dedicate our time, when we offer ourselves, our energies, our mental awareness, when we try to focus in order to attain the knowledge, that is called Jnana Yaj. And without that Jnana Yaj, there cannot be any progress. Because this Jnana Yaj is indispensable for our all kinds of progress. We can look now at the world. Because of this Jnana Yaj, we have progressed a lot. But the problem is, this Jnana Yajna is incomplete if we don't grow in our spiritual consciousness. What is happening in the world materially, we are advancing a lot, exponentially, but internally, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, we are depriving our progress. And why? Because there is no balance between our material life and our spiritual life. We have made some imbalances, and because of that imbalance, because most of our energies are focused only on the material side, we are ignoring the spiritual side. And without adhyatmic unnati, whatever we attain in our life, however big we become in our life, however powerful, influential we become in our life, the peace, the contentment, the santosh, that anand from Parameshwar will not be able to penetrate us if we are not participating or offering ourselves, dedicating our life towards that spiritual growth and progress. So this is a one of another wonderful mantra for Swadhyaya, for contemplation and meditation. And now I'm stopping share, and now let's do Shanti part. And if anybody has any question, you may ask. Atha Shanti Patha. Om Dyahu Shantirantarikshaṃ Shantihi Prithivi Shantirapah Shantiroshadhayah Shantihi Vanaspatayah Shantirvishve Devah Shantirbrahma Shantihi Sarvam Shantihi Shantireva Shanti Tama Shantiredhi Om Shanti